You guys have such lovely posture. And it's like, I want to have a good relationship with my mother. She sucks.
Welcome, everyone, to Mental Health. And the topic for today, yes, that is the correct spelling. It is camaraderie. We checked it twice. That is how it's spelled. I didn't believe him either, but hey, that is the subject.
I'm full of surprises.
I mean, yeah, that's a fair and accurate statement. Definitely full of something. That's
I am
more often than
constipated
not.
all the time. I will tell you. I've lost all this weight, and I still eat the same amount.
You just had to shit. That's fair.
Right.
That's a reasonable thing. Hi, Victoria. I don't know. So there's a Greek saying that says that any man that needs more than one hand to count his close friends is the luckiest man alive. Which, I think that's fair. Marco looks like a long-haired pope. I mean, he does.
I'm actually Shiva.
No, you're long-haired pope. Hi, Patty. Pope Marco looking fly. Hi, Patty.
That's Youngstown's first pope.
It's
That's fucked up because if you zoom back on the picture, I have 6 arms.
I mean, well, hey, when it's up close like this, all it says is long-haired pope. Shell, we need your opinion. Does Marco not look like long-haired pope? I feel
100%.
A 6-armed pope would be a Youngstown's first pope. That
sounds about
I mean, Youngstown or Chernobyl, one of the two.
Youngstown, 100%.
Hey, we got nuclear power plants in Ohio.
Couple.
Do they work? They don't work, do they?
I think the one in Perry
they
does,
do.
for sure.
And if not, I know there's toxic waste in the river.
Unrelated. Those two, there's just toxic waste in the river. Also, we have a nuclear power plant. Two separate things.
If you watch The Simpsons, the river that goes by the nuclear power plant is toxic. Three-eyed fish.
I feel like it was already toxic in Youngstown, though. It's fine.
The
canonized state of
River.
ganja.
And the bad thing is I fucking kayaked in that fucking nasty shit last year. That was the worst kayaking trip I ever had.
I feel like that explains a lot. It explains a lot.
Oh, dude.
Hey, Shell says absolutely. Yeah, you are officially long-haired pope. That's
the Cuyahoga River has caught fire twice. Yeah.
I don't know if fire will go near the Mahoning River. like fire goes up to it and like, nope, I'm good.
That's gross.
That is alarming.
Definitely explains it a lot about me because I grew up probably less than 100 feet away from the Mahoning River.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Uh-huh.
Me too. I mean, right? There was a railroad track and then there was water, kind of.
Yeah, that explains a lot of your guys' developmental issues. That's fair.
When the river flooded, it was up to the back of my house. That's how close I was.
Jesus.
I lived not too far from the Trinity River. I know y'all don't know where that is, but it's in Texas. And my grandmother had like riverfront property. And that
was just the picture on the wall of the closet.
Fuck you! I know what I saw. And my her husband, not my grandfather.
But he said call him Pappy though.
I called him people.
There you go.
He bought this like Civil War cannon, and he would just shoot empty like beer cans at the river all the time. It was so much fun.
Now, was that pre or post kidnapping?
Oh, this is way after the kidnapping.
This is after he started his homeschooling high school career.
This was after the kidnapping, after my mom had 2 more babies with the guy who kidnapped me, and then before that dude actually got custody of me. Because he got custody of me 8 years later for about 6 months.
I was getting ready to ask, was that legal custody?
Yeah, legal custody, yeah. The state granted him custody of me when I was 14.
Okay, just making sure.
Like stealing a car and then buying it back from the lot for the insurance money.
The fleet
then-
in pound.
and
And
then-
lot.
And then after it got impounded, he came and repoed it.
He
Yeah.
tried his best to get me. I'm telling you.
I
Like
bet he did.
the thing is like you've met some of my retarded siblings. Okay, he was like, "That's the one I want. Make him mine." What the fuck?
'Cause you're
Which I
probably had
not
to
a
fast
win.
these for your age.
I feel like you rub that into your siblings constantly. Be like, he wanted you were his, and he was like, no. Can I trade? Can I trade?
I want that one.
He
Yeah,
did. He denied. I'm probably talking too much now, but he denied.
In the window.
He denied that Grayson was his for a while till the paternity test. Came
I
out.
mean, everyone denies that Grayson's there. That's fair. Nick Tucker, our lovely principal. Hey, retards, it's your favorite principal. I mean, yeah, that's true. I want to say I don't want to acknowledge it, but at the same time, we are fairly retarded. I mean, that's, any news stories? Have you been
Fairly, fairly, he says. Fairly.
Hell, I'm the new pope, and I'm sitting here in my drawers.
I feel like being the new pope doesn't make you scholarly.
No, not at
That's-
all.
yeah.
not if you're from Chicago.
That's fair and accurate, sir. Fair
That's
and
the
accurate.
worst city in the world ever.
Hey, but did you
all
did
the
you
time.
see that? Did you see that fucking meme that says Trump's tariffs worked? Now we got a fucking American pope.
I mean, I don't know if the Pope was so attached to that.
It does feel like America's back, right? Like it feels like 1982 a little bit.
Dude, Did you see the interview with the South African president?
Oh,
a
turn
little
down the
bit.
lights.
Great.
Turn down the lights. Let's watch a movie.
Oh
Yeah,
my god, the look on that dude's fucking face.
I mean, it's
He thought
hilarious.
he didn't think he was gonna get Zelensky. He got Zelensky like a motherfucker.
Bro, Cole, are you being abducted by aliens? What's
Yeah,
going
No,
on?
like,
I
are
was
you
turning
good?
the, I was dimming the lights so we
Oh,
can
I'm
have this
out.
presentation.
I'm out. I'm done.
We're gonna talk about white genocide.
Yeah.
What was it the Stormfront was talking about in The Boys? And she was right. She was
I
right.
mean, that's uncomfortable. But
Sounds like it.
Dude, that fucking that interview was just fucking hilarious. Just to see how like he just kept the whole tone nice and everything was nice and cordial. And then the fucking reporter was like, "So what about Trump's accusations of all the genocide that's going on?" I mean, the president, ever so matter of fact, oh, I think the president needs to talk to some of our people and needs to talk. He was like, "Well, wait a minute. Can we dim the lights over there? Can you turn down the lights? Yeah, turn down the lights. You want to see some?" And he just started playing. I mean, the video just kept going and going and going. And then he had him a stack of fucking papers that showed all the names and everything. Dude had the nerve to be like, "Can you tell me where at in South Africa this is?" He's like, "I don't know where it's at. It's in South Africa."
I mean, like at the same time, if you went into a meeting and Trump's there and he was all polite and quiet, you're like, "Oh, I'm on camera. I'm getting fucked."
You're about to get fucked.
Yeah. That's like, come on. Anyone who thought that was going to go a different way, you're like, come on. This guy is all about the show me. Be like, "Oh no, we're nice."
People
we're
were
good
waiting
friends."
for that shit. They were waiting for it.
Oh,
That's like fucking asking your parents where babies come from, and then they just bust out the video of you being born. Like, stop! I didn't mean it.
Right to the
That's like
point.
you saying that babies can be born from guys, and your parents say no. Here's the video.
We can
That's
prove
what
it.
that
This is how you were made. That's not good parenting.
Technically, that doesn't prove that they can't be born from men. It just proves that they can be born from women. But
Shut up.
The fuck did you just say on my show? You fucking retard.
I'm just saying it doesn't prove it. It doesn't disprove the other argument. You need more facts for that.
Hey, retard, he was talking to you. Just you. The rest of us were involved. It was just you. You're the retard.
I know they can't be born from men, but we gotta fight fire with these idiots.
That's not how that works.
You can't fight a vagina with a penis. You can only make friends.
I'd be beating the fuck out of some vaginas with my penis. I don't know what you're talking about.
Knocking the hell out of them lips.
Right.
Not long, but it's fat.
There's 2 old ladies in his building that are super nice to him, and now we know why.
Oh, shit.
It don't go deep enough to break a hip, but it goes wide enough to ring the bell.
I mean,
See?
yeah. The ceiling's not finished, but all the walls warped. Seems accurate. Seems like how he.
Look, I was dropping the bottle
Ain't
of the
came
pool,
nowhere near
kidnapped
the
and dragged
ceiling,
all the way to Florida. Forced to wrestle an alligator. Had somebody's husband try to shoot me because I was banging his wife. All right, I'm pretty sure I have CTE at this point. Leave me alone. How about that?
And that was all before the age of 14.
Most of it, yeah. I'm leaving out a lot of details too.
So I'm curious, is your hair sewn on?
No, but it does grow in all white trashy like this.
Yeah, well, that's accurate.
I feel
Yeah.
like in the back of Cole's apartment is a beat up Pontiac. This got a Hemi in it.
Bro. If I could have a GTO, hell yeah.
Hey, off kilter card. What's up, Ian? How are you? I was just in a meet and greet with Ian. He does quilting.
Oh,
And
shit. So
sewing.
we gotta be cool. Like,
Is he
pretend
Amish?
Like we're normal.
No, he's just a real person.
He's just a real person. Are we not real people?
Right? No, like
Amish people aren't real people.
Oh, I didn't see
That's
some
for
Amish.
sure.
They're real.
No, they're like real life, but they're not people.
Oh man, they don't have any autism in their ordeal. And have you ever
Yeah,
met
they-
autism?
Oh, they
They
do.
also-
They just don't care.
Also, don't have a long life after the age of 6.
They
So
might all be autistic, actually.
no, yeah,
Great
they
sound
are
point.
all autistic. Yeah, somebody who was like, "Hey, let's build a barn. Call everyone over." You're like, "I don't want to be your friend." Number one.
Have
So-
you ever
Over here, you
talked to
want
them? They have their own
something built right?
language.
If you're over here and you want something built right, you go to the Amish.
Yeah, them cats.
Yeah, and you talk to them with clicks and sounds,
No,
and then they
English.
fucking
English.
It's more of a Germany. You know, it's more of a how him
Pennsylvania Dutch.
deal.
is it like is it like a guten Tag Germany, or is it the other kind of Germany which we're not allowed to talk about?
It's a little bit of both.
Do they have any people of color that are turning Amish?
No.
No,
Mm,
no, unless
Oh.
they're out in the sun all day.
well, they're missing out on 60% of the crime. No, I'm just sorry. I couldn't
Oh,
resist.
shit.
Couldn't resist. That one was just out there.
Oh
All
fuck!
right.
Joe says yes, they do.
I've
Hmm.
I've always wanted to have sex in the back of an Amish buggy though, just to be strolling down the highway doing like 12 miles an hour, clippity clock, banging it, just clapping somebody's cheeks. Just can you
I
imagine
feel like-
having your head stuck out the back of the buggy?
Amish girls smell, bro.
So do French girls.
I've never
Most
been around
French
a French
girls.
girl. I've never met
At
a
least if I fuck an Amish chick, she's American made.
The closest
I
I
don't
don't
think-
to a French girl is
There is
Louisiana.
no
so-
tariffs on Amish pussy.
There's no terror.
That dress will tear off, let me tell you. So camaraderie, guys. What's up?
Yeah. Well, this is it.
camaraderie right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
I was just getting
camaraderie.
ready to say, we ain't taught not one bit.
We
Mm-hmm.
need
We
we need
talked
like
about the
a
opposite, but we have we ain't even scratched the surface.
No.
we need a campfire so we can sing Kumbaya.
Why do you always have to make it gay?
Oh my Lord, kumbaya.
This is your fault, Cole. This is your fault. You're a bad person. Okay?
Because y'all's faces when I say gay stuff, it's so funny.
Every time.
Because I'm at an age where I was just around gay people just from fucking the high school on. They've been existing near me. Y'all gay people like hid So like it doesn't bother me like it bothers y'all, and it's hilarious.
No,
I'm
I
desensitized.
grew up with a fat trans.
Sure.
A
Greg's
fat
like, oh, I
trans-
met Marco. I knew Marco at a young age.
I grew up with a fat black
Good.
cross dresser, what they call transgender now, and his name was Peaches.
Uncle Jim.
He used to be our neighbor's acquaintance, but I mean he was always around, and so what? You know, he wasn't trying to push it on nobody. He wasn't trying to mess with no kids or nothing, or anybody else for that matter. He was just there to party.
Did
You
you,
know
call
that-
him? Did you call him Scoutmaster Kevin?
Called him Peaches.
Did he
And
smell
the
like
bad
peaches?
thing was he was like your size. Like Peaches was a big shim, whatever.
A Slim Jim.
No, there was nothing slim about. But I mean, cool.
I bet
people.
you know, huh? I bet you know that too, huh?
But I mean, compare them to these folks nowadays. I mean, you know, back then, if you felt like you wanted to be a woman or you wanted to portray yourself as a woman, you did that shit and you minded about your business. You see if you could get away with it in public, and if not, people would be like, "Oh, look at this dude dressed up." But nowadays, it's I'm a woman, and if you don't say I'm a woman, then you're some kind of phobic.
The best you'll get is long hair, Pope. I'm not calling you a woman.
Bro, just
So,
walking
all
into a Starbucks is so uncomfortable these days.
Getting back to the camaraderie thing.
All right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we're gonna try
there's
this
been a lot of these shows, and I purposely didn't look it up because of, you know, just because of this matter. A lot of these shows, you guys come up with shit that is, I mean, for lack of a better word, is really white shit, and that I've never heard of or never been a part of or whatever. So, I'm gonna have Dino do this because he's the more scholarly than Cole. Explain to me and the rest of the people out here, what is your definition of camaraderie, or what is the definition of camaraderie?
Before you do that, I just want to make a little side comment about how it's so funny to me that you can have a scholarly white guy and a white trash white guy, and our cultures are still pretty similar. It's just one's poor,
No.
the other's like his
No.
parents loved him.
No.
You know,
No.
we both got the Nazi flag somewhere hidden. One's
What?
hidden,
No,
the
we
other
don't.
one's not.
Here's the difference.
No, we don't.
If I ever pull into Dino's driveway with my
No.
car, I could leave my doors unlocked.
Yeah,
When I pull up to your house, best believe I'm gonna have my doors locked. I'm gonna
Okay,
make sure
I live in an apartment. Okay, that's not the same thing. I don't live in the trailer parks. Of course, you can leave your car unlocked in the trailer park.
No, the fuck you can't.
no, you
I
can't.
always have, never had any problems.
Victoria says, "Isn't Greg Caucasian?" Oh yes, and he
Yeah,
has
yeah.
parents that love him and everything.
Yeah,
Greg's
you know.
an
The
alien.
whole nine, man. The whole
Yeah,
nine.
but we're trying to include the rest of the people in the show.
Yeah, well, we're trying. They just keep on bringing up gay shit.
So what's the definition of camaraderie?
Mutual trust, friendship among people who spend a lot of time together.
Why do you gotta gay it up like that? There's not a better definition of that.
That's
That is
there's
the
nothing gay
definition.
about that. That's just the definition, sir.
That was the gayest definition I ever heard. Camaraderie is like when you're in the trenches with your boys and fucking bombs are blowing overhead, and you're like, "These are my brothers."
Okay, let's unpack what you just said. You're in the trenches with your boys and fucking.
I didn't say
Bombs are going off everywhere.
I didn't say. I said, and fucking bombs are going off.
No, you said
That's
and
not how we
fucking.
heard it.
Yeah, and fucking.
Yeah.
Period. Bombs are going off everywhere.
Mhm.
These are my brothers. That
I
sounds like a Disney
stutter. I
That
don't
sounds
go to school.
Again, we done run this shit right back to being gay.
They won't let me go back to school. I'm too old, they said.
Feels like Cole watched too much Saving Private Ryan. No, he watched too much Saving Ryan's Privates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan is the perfect fucking definition of camaraderie.
No,
Yes.
Forrest Gump is the perfect definition of camaraderie. Him
No,
and
it's not.
Lieutenant Dan and the rest of his people. He went and got all his people, and then Next thing you know, something jumped up and bit me.
I mean,
You
nobody
ain't got
loved
no
Forrest.
legs. You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Cole.
The fucked up part about it is nobody loved Forrest until he kept showing up for everybody. So fuck everybody in Forrest's life, okay?
Except Jenny, because Jenny fucked him and gave him AIDS.
Yes, that's my
Yeah.
point. He kept showing up for everybody, and eventually everybody's like, you know
You
what,
know what?
retard,
They
you're not that
never said
bad.
Forrest got AIDS though. Jenny died of AIDS, but what if Forrest had some kind of Magic Johnson shit? It just magically disappeared.
You mean money?
Yeah, because he
He
did.
was a billionaire.
He did amass a lot of money.
he did.
Yeah,
I'm
that-
not a very smart man, but I know
Well-
how to get rid of AIDS.
It's also implied that she could have had a hepatitis, which isn't always necessarily transmitted through sex.
No, that bitch had AIDS. You seen her with the Black Panther guys? That bitch had AIDS.
Jesus.
She was also with the hippies, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
The hippies didn't have AIDS, they had hepatitis.
Oh, so she was just ridden with fucking STDs.
At least
Forrest-
one of them. For
Poor
sure.
Forrest is lucky he didn't stick his dick in it and just fell off.
I love
think-
you,
I
Jenny.
think I ruined your roommate's bath towel.
Right.
Camaraderie.
Right.
What the fuck?
Can you imagine if Forrest's dick just fell off? Just
Why does his wiener have to fall off, man?
because he fucked Jenny.
Yeah, I guess so. This is going south.
Dino
real
looks
quick.
like he was molested.
The villain of the movie getting AIDS really is poetic justice.
Why is it poetic justice?
The villain getting AIDS, dying of AIDS.
That is the movie Philadelphia, but I don't think it's.
Jenny getting AIDS was the best thing to come from that movie. She was a fucking
Jenny-
asshole.
Jenny's the bad guy in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
He's saying
I
that-
guess.
It's
But
like
she
Darth
also-
Vader getting AIDS.
But she got that last fuckaroo in though before she croaked.
They always do.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
they
able to
always do.
pass. She was able to pass on her gift of joy,
Of life.
a short one, to
Right.
Forrest Gump. That's fair. That's-
And now I can't run no more.
I mean, that seems accurate.
My baby mama let me come on her face right before she ruined my life. So, like, that's what they do, man. And that's why my head is so fucked up about that bitch.
That
She
seems
was
to
like,
be-
"You ain't putting no more of that shit inside me." Let me
That's
grab
probably really what it was, but that's not the way I
Let
interpret
me
it.
get my safety
Oh,
goggles.
she's
Hurry
having
up.
fun. This is why camaraderie is important because these women don't really love us.
I mean, clearly.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It's one of those things.
I see no fault in your statement.
I'm the
Terrifying.
only single one here, and I can say shit like that. And y'all be like, right, but like, shit,
I just
watching.
fucking doing right. What the fuck?
Yeah, but every one of y'all got tents.
Did you say every one of us has tits or tents?
Y'all
Ten-
got
got
tents.
tents. We got tents.
Yeah, I got fucking all kind of tents. I got fucking money to buy a hotel room. Fuck that.
I remember the first time that Victoria invited me to go camping because her work was doing a thing, and I was like, okay, sure, let's go camping. And she was like, let's buy this one. I'm like, no, we're gonna buy the $100 set because we're never
What the
doing this again.
Right.
And she was like, are you sure that's a good idea? I'm like, yes, it's a good idea. And sure as fuck, yeah, never been ever again.
I love
I-
camping.
I bought a bunch of camping gear when we used to go to like the different shows we used to put on at because they'd be in bumfuck wherever in the middle of fields and shit. So I bought a shit ton of them, and then COVID hit, so I got a shit ton of tents and stuff. But I'll never forget the last one we went to. You know, I usually brought a van. You know, even though I had a tent and stuff, I had a van, and you know, I'm bougie like that. If I can't stay in a hotel room, fucking Jared shows up with this goddamn. It looked like a whole project's full of tent, like it was just huge. And he's like, dude, man, just to watch him, like to tear it down, to put it up. It was one of them easy up ones.
Ooh.
Don't let that shit fool you, because the easy up one thing, easy down, no. Dude, at one point, I just see Jared stuffing this motherfucker in the back of his fucking car.
Bro, yeah. I remember growing up, we had a 10-person tent because we had a big family. Man, it's like, this is perfect. I'm like, this is a horrible idea. And then we had like everything had to be like, oh, when you take everything down, pile it up into its coordinated, like these are all from this. We taped them up and everything. I'm like, this isn't gonna ever fit in any box ever. Like,
Right.
horrible idea.
I got 2 tents, I think, in my closet over here. We should go camping.
Yeah,
when y'all are in town.
The
Those
last
are your-
time I really went camping, I was supposed to stay inside a cabin, and I chose
not
not
camping.
to because the dude fucking in the cabin got hammered, like hammered off mushrooms and Jack Daniels, and probably spoiled fucking whatever frog legs that he was cooking, and he was talking to his chihuahua in his underwear. So I chose that was the night Ray and I like kind of met.
Yeah.
Because she kept her, she was like, fuck that. You know, there's a cabin with 5 dudes and it's just her. She was smart enough to bring her own tent. But she sat the roughest part of the goddamn ground. Dude, there had to have been like mountains under this shit. Because I got in this tent, and her tents aren't well maintained. So it was raining inside the tent.
Oh,
And there was this fucking huge bump there. And you try to do that, dude. My back fucking hurt so goddamn bad the next fucking day.
Right.
Yeah. No more camping. No more. You know, we can go visit. Y'all can camp. I'll come visit and kick it.
Fishing? Y'all like fishing?
Now,
I really just want to fish. If I'm honest. I
driving
don't care about the
fuck-
sleeping outside shit.
See, I ain't even too much for fishing anymore because I don't eat fish. And
You're
to me,
such a
fishing
fucking
is,
Mexican, I swear.
dude, fucking fishing is nothing
All
but
you,
alien.
all you want to do is mow lawns and drink cervezas.
Dude, fucking fishing is alien abduction. And I paid people to mow lawns.
Oh,
What the fuck
shit.
is wrong with you, white man?
Yeah, me. You'll pay me to do it. That's the funny part.
What's that
That's-
say,
hey.
mine?
You know, so Victoria's like, I want a tent like Hermione Granger. You know what she wants? It's a 2-story tent, 2 stories, a lower and then an upper story. That's what she
Yeah,
wants.
that's like her fucking ancestry going back. Cause didn't they like wander the deserts with them huge fucking tents that had upstairs and shit?
No, she's fucking Chinese. You're fucking retarded. My idea of camping is setting up the blow-up mattress in my basement, or lighting up the old school fireplace up and down there. I would never get. Yeah, no, that's fair. Listen, the
That
whole
sounds like you're
idea.
ready to smoke crack.
No. There's the whole idea is
in the basement. All the
We-
doors are locked.
we've spent centuries trying to make inside. Why are people like, I want to go outside? You're like, yeah,
Yeah,
go,
it's very
eating.
disrespectful to homeless people.
Don't even get me started on that shit because we built the indoors, we built the air conditioner, and then we're like, I want to bring my dog and my cat here. Stop it! Stop it! The animals belong out there. If they were designed to come inside, they would have built shit too. It's for
Yeah,
us.
fuck
The
you.
animals go outside.
From
Hey,
my dog.
every girl I've ever dated has like 3 dogs. I don't understand their obsession with dogs
Yeah. Fuck
and a
you.
cat. Always a cat that just came out of nowhere.
It's
6
because
months into dating her, I'm like, how long have you had the cat? The whole
Nobody's
time?
against cats and dogs because the cats and dogs were treated better when he was in the closet.
and also it's the cats and dogs won't run away. That's why they have them. I couldn't bring my Rio camping stuff because someone had to have his special chair.
Oh yeah, I bring my own toilet too. Fuck
Good
that.
for you.
I got 2 camping toilets. They're like real. They hold toilet paper on the side and everything.
Marco has an emotional support chair. Interesting.
Fucking right. I even had them bitches in my van.
Hey man, I bought a special camping chair. It's a fold-out one, but it's built for people who are over 400 pounds. Bro, every time I would get up, some thin cunt would walk over, and be like, "Oh, this is so comfortable." I'm like, isn't it? It's mine. Move. And they're like, oh, you don't mind if I sit here for a while? And I'm like, it's the only chair I can use. Move, or I will sit on you. And they're like, oh God.
I'm like, yeah, you can sit there. Empty the shit bucket under it first.
Huh?
So you should have been like, yeah, you can sit on it, but can you empty the shit bucket under it first?
No, I don't. I have standards. I'm not gonna.
So do I. That's why I bought my own toilet. You be
It's
at a
like-
fucking 3-day rock festival with nothing but fucking trailers and porta potties. You want
Nope.
your own toilet.
Oh, I definitely agree with you. I would just not do that. That's what I. If by camping you mean king size bed, soaker tub, separate sitting room, and a makeup armoire, sign me up. Yeah,
Yeah,
Victoria,
I
Victoria
don't wanna
is
know what
lying.
a
that's my
soaker
kind
tub
of
is.
camping right there. That sounds like camping to me.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I do this?
A soaker
glad-
tub sounds like your wife is cheating on you, Dino, with inanimate objects.
I mean, probably. They can't build shit. LOL. Yeah, that's fair. Copenhaver's chair. Oh, it was Copenhaver's chair.
No, Copenhagen had to have his chair with him. His special chair. It was like your chair, but Copenhagen is nowhere near as big as either one of you guys.
It was just a gigantic-
Copenhagen. The first word in Copenhagen is cope. Like he is a little autistic. So
Oh,
I'm
there.
not
Okay,
confused
no
by that at all.
question. No question in my mind. Copenhagen's the type of guy who's like, I have to have my special chair with me at all times. I require my special chair. Thank you very much. Like, yeah, no, that is a given for Copenhagen.
Oh shit. That sounded like him too. That was crazy.
That is Mikey all day. That is Mikey all day.
My two dogs are calmer than Cole. Oh yeah. Hey, I know birds that are calmer than Cole. I know, like,
My blind Chihuahua is calmer than Cole.
I've fought for my life for 30 years. Okay, this is the first time ever.
You fought for your life for 30 days while you were kidnapped. Shut up.
They weren't even
he
fighting.
wasn't fighting.
He was having a time of his fucking
The
life.
kidnapping was the part where I wasn't fighting. That was the best part. That at the end, when the feds rolled up, they were like, "You got to go back." Why? You've been kidnapped.
I fucking figured it out.
The good part was
Cole
the
is Alien
kidnapping.
Gonzalez. I fucking
What
figured
do you
it out.
mean? No, baby,
You're
no.
Alien Gonzalez.
I'm the first kid ever to be kidnapped, and they're like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, no, I'm totally cool. Can we just pretend this didn't happen? Like, don't find me. How about don't find me? Leave me on the milk carton. Leave me on the milk carton, please, please.
Dude, do you remember back in the day when they went into that house in Florida and picked up the little Cuban kid?
That might have been me.
Yeah, that was Cole. That was Cole. That
I
was
had a
Cole
nice, I
all
had a
day.
nice tan that summer, man.
If anyone anywhere can find this fucker's face on a milk carton, I'll pay money for
I
that.
wonder if my mom did that
Oh
shit.
my
I'm
God,
gonna ask her. I never
great.
asked.
I mean, that seems like
I'm
the
about to make
laziest
it.
way to try and find your kids. So I think your mom would have done it.
I'm about to
Like,
make it. I need a picture.
All my fucking kids
Have you
pictures burned
seen
down. They
Yeah.
got burned in the house, so I don't have any kids photos.
No.
When I am just listening to the podcast and not watching, it sounds like Cole is a really angry Kermit. Yeah, that's accurate.
I'm not even mad. That's the funny part.
He's not even mad. He's just not.
Find it, the rainbow connection. The
I get-
lovers, the
I get real
dreamers.
quiet when I'm pissed off. When I'm pissed off, I go like nonverbal. Like
That's very funny.
Like
serial
autistic?
killer.
Hey, that's when I just hand him a taco and I'm like, eat this, you'll be fine. And he goes,
Mm-mm-mm.
that is terrible. I'm so sorry you went through that. He's not sorry. He's sorry he had to go back.
Yeah.
man.
That's
Because hey, that was like he was like, wait. Are you if you suffer long enough with your mom, do you get to go to a family that loves you? Sweet. Sign me up. And they're like, no, we made a mistake. He's like, no, this was love. I want love. And they were like, no.
No.
We have your mom. And he was like, that's so much worse.
They were teaching me to read.
Yeah. 100%. He's like, they got these things called schools, not just your family, other people's families are there. Yeah. That's 100% what happened.
Oh my god.
And the FBI
I
is
had
like,
trans.
They mostly just ignored me. Like that was the cool part. They just left me to my own devices for the most part. Shit. That's pretty dope.
You're being trafficked.
Hey, Cole was the guy that was new to town who was like, "Hey, you guys want to go see a dead body? I found one." And you're like, "How, weren't you in school?" They're like, "What school? I'm homeschooled. You mean school? Oh, whatever."
That's it's pronounced skull, and you put it in your mouth like this. You're pronouncing skull wrong.
Cole had those 6 months with like just a wife beater, a cigar, and like those weird like length shorts where you're like, are they capris? Are they shorts? What's happening here?
Pappy said I ain't allowed out past dark.
I had my first gray hair at 7.
It's when you had to go back. Your body was like, no. We're rejecting everything.
Right. I thought I'd made it. Like
I thought it was first gray hair at 7 because he was blowing his uncle.
He's not Kanye. Otherwise, he'd be a rapper.
He got a gray hair stuck in his tooth.
That's Tiffany Blue. Tiffany Blue is the rapper of the crew. So divert all the blowing of family members to him and Kanye.
Okay, so now we figured out. Okay, so Victoria says homeschooled. Yeah, hey, now we figured out some of Cole's game here. Oh my God, Cole, I need to be nicer to you. You have been through more than most, and so proud of you. Still smile more than most. That is all fake. He doesn't smile.
Okay. I gotta be honest with you, Sasha.
Cole's a cutter.
I'm not.
Listen.
Sasha, I gotta be honest with you. Don't ever tell me you're proud of me, because you know who's proud of me? My mother. Okay.
Yeah. And she's the worst, as per our intro.
It gives me anxiety.
It's reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Daddy, steal me again.
You said, I'm so proud of you. Maybe you can give me some money. You're like, no, that's not how that works. It's not. Yeah, that's fair.
If you're proud of me, you should be giving me money.
Oh, that'll never happen.
Oh, fuck.
She's leaving him a won't, not a will. So, yeah.
Damn.
Cole needs an Asian parent. I mean, probably.
I've been trying to get Dino to be my dad since I met him. Victoria, I don't know if you know this.
Don't say that.
But you're going to be my mom soon.
Don't say that. You're going
to be my mom. You're going to be my mom and dad. That's what y'all are going to be.
That's horrible.
It's either Dino or Marco. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Uncle Greg? What's up, Uncle Greg?
No.
Uncle Greg?
Nope. My kids are all grown. All my kids are all grown.
Greg. You my Uncle Greg.
I don't need no more. Nope. I don't know.
You can't be my dad, Greg. You remind me too much of the actual family I have.
Fuck. You've been talking shit about my dude like that. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't think that was a compliment.
It's mostly just the look. He's got the beard and everything. You
don't quit talking shit about my boy.
Tell me we don't look alike. Me and Greg.
No.
Not even close.
We both white.
You both look like you've been. You both look like you've both been kidnapped. That's what that looks like. What, you only got 7 A's and 1 B? You failed. That's 100%. That's the Asian way of parenting.
Yep.
Hey, did I tell you guys when we were in London, we met up with some of Victoria's relatives to have dinner at a sushi place. I'm like, perfect, it's right by our hotel, great. And I take a picture usually, and I just go gadget my arm back and take a picture, right? And then the waitress is like, hey, do you want me to take a picture? I'm like, that'd be great. She takes one picture, and then she goes, oh, maybe we could do a picture where everyone smiles. I'm the only one smiling in all of our pictures. Only person. We have a family portrait upstairs, okay? Her dad not smiling, mom not smiling, she's not smiling. I'm like a fucking retard in the back, and I'm like, this isn't even my family. I'm just fucking.
Her parents are like, this is our retarded son-in-law.
100%.
If you look at any of the old Godzilla fucking covers from the movies, when you see the Asians next to Godzilla, none of them are smiling.
That's fair.
That's because, okay, so based off what you told me, that after somebody dies, they're not allowed to go in somebody's home like vampires. I'm convinced that Asians still also believe that cameras steal your soul. So, like, they got all kinds of, like...
Only if you smile.
Yeah, if you smile.
If you smile, it takes your soul. So they're like,
easier to steal.
They just look at you like...
Maintain! fight like a wizard.
It's 100%. Yeah. Victoria's okay. Sasha says, "Okay, you're stronger than most mentally." That's not true. I'm not proud of you. I'm surprised by you, which is a compliment to you. I mean, don't compliment too much. He'll hit you up.
Most
Yeah,
people
we're
are surprised by
with
me.
Cole, too. We're surprised he makes it out of bed every day.
That's all I have left.
I'm not surprised he makes it out of bed. I'm more surprised that he wears pants to work every day.
I
That's
was
what
gonna
I'm
say
more
tie
surprised.
shoes, but yeah.
Oh, I'd get in tie shoes for a long time. I used to wear
Not the
slides a
Velcro
lot.
ones, not the
Right.
Velcro ones, the ones with
just-
the string.
I just wore Air Jordan slides a lot, and then Dino made fun of me enough to where I felt self-conscious about it and started wearing shoes.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that. That was my gift to you.
I'm
Oh,
gonna bring him a pair of Crocs, and he'll never wear shoes again.
Oh man, I used to love Crocs. That's what I wore back in the day in the kitchens, man. I loved those things. But I
Dino's
got
like-
bullied by somebody else and felt self-conscious about it.
Dude,
so
I was
stopped.
wearing Crocs before Crocs became
welcome.
cool.
That was the only time you were allowed to wear them. Now it's gay.
Are Crocs cool?
No.
Oh, dude, I got the Yeezy Crocs. I got 2 different pair of them. I got Yeezy Crocs. I got Chewbacca Crocs.
The Yeezy Crocs, those are the dick-sucking Crocs now.
Yeah, no, that's why I ain't wore them in a while.
You should gift them to Cole. He'll like them.
I don't suck dick. What the fuck?
I mean,
That took him a hot second.
I didn't think about it. I was like, wait, what is he implying?
there you go. Crocs are never cool. There you go. Victoria, no, my go-to facial expression is Victoria Beckham. Yeah, which is this? No. There's no even like.
because she's English and has the same name as you.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a problem. It's 100% problem. Yeah. Unless you're talking about crocodile skin Crocs. If you ever see crocodile skin Crocs,
Dude, I just posted a fucking thing about those. Those are sweet as hell. If I
No,
find
they're
a pair of those, I'm so getting
now I got to go to your profile and find out what the hell you did.
them.
He's
Dude,
like,
you ever seen them? These
unfriend.
fucking Crocs are fucking sweet.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just letting you know you're wrong. It's okay. Fine. Somebody has to say it.
And they got them in different colors too. They're fucking sweet.
Alligator skins, crocodile skins, fucking
It's
skins,
a
all that
gator's
shit is
head.
dope.
It's a gator's head.
You
can tell
and
I'm from
Cole
Texas.
post so much stuff. It's so hard to find shit. And I'm like, I just try and be a supportive friend, but like, fuck off. Both of you cunts. And you're like, I'm thinking a number between 1 and 5 and number 4. And you're
We're
like, "Why is
content
he-"
creators, sir. That's what we do. We create and
Guys,
steal content.
That is the fattest man I've seen on a very small bike.
You
That
see
wasn't-
that shit?
That is a lot of man for that bike.
And that's a lot of bike too. And he has it tucked
That's
in
a
his
lot of
ass
bike.
cheek. Yeah, he has it tucked in his ass cheek like it's a thong.
Dino, that was you like 3 years ago.
No.
Mm.
No.
If I cracked 6 bills, probably. But yeah, no. Okay, if you are in public and you wear these alligator shoes, here let's try and do something appropriate here. Okay, so everyone can see what we're talking about. These are the shoes he's talking about.
Fuck yeah, I'll rock the
if
fuck
you-
out of those.
Okay, so yeah, if you wear those in public, I'm not hanging out with you. I'm
Those
just
are
saying- I'm just gonna-
Okay, because that's worse than the Care Bear or worse than any of the other shit that I've worn.
Okay, if you wear it with a onesie, I will stay. But by themselves, if you're like, I'm wearing my dressy shoes and those are the shoes that come out, I'm just walking the fuck away.
Oh,
I'll
I'm,
be like,
I'm
no.
going to the Greek fest in them. I'm doing the little jig,
The Greek Fest. Yes, that's the perfect place.
the fila dance.
I
I would call those the clever girls. That's what I would call it.
mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Also, Sasha, thank you. I appreciate you. I know you're being nice, and I'm not rejecting your compliments. I'm just uncomfortable by them.
Because of how he was raised, he has no idea how to interact with normal people.
Oh, a compliment's usually just to get close to you, to stab you in the fucking belly button, is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know about the belly button, but yeah, you got the concept there.
You're definitely getting knifed. Yeah. Or hitting the dick. One of the two. Maybe hitting the dick with a knife.
Definitely it.
Also possible.
Yeah.
Same reason I don't like hugs. I'm like, no, that's too close to you touching my wiener. I'm not. No, thank you.
Sometimes I purposely do that. I'm like, you want to hug me? I'll fucking I'll lean it in.
That explains so much.
Can you boner on command?
It just depends on the person.
That's not on command.
It's on demand.
Boner on command.
Hey, that's a different department that he has no control over. That's a separate.
Yeah, especially at this age. Now you give me about 20 minutes, I'll fucking
shit. Hold on. Nick Gorbachev said, I just found out I have 3 months to live. I will love tenderly, eat voraciously, and drink like I'm drunk. Kidding about the last part, but yes, I'm dying. Shit, bro. What are you dying from? Can you fix it?
Well, damn.
That's hard to
Is it
hear.
alcoholism?
I mean, that's what we're guessing, but I'd rather him say it.
yeah,
Nick Gorbachev, that's not a good thing.
You ruined the vibe, man. What would you guys
Hold
do
on.
if
Have
y'all
you ever
found
known
out-
some guy? Hold on. Have you known a guy named Nick Gorbachev who's like, I'm life of the party? Not really. That's not.
Yeah, it's a Russian. Usually those people are sad.
Yeah. Sorry, Nick. Yeah, we are really sorry. What? If you want to talk about it, we're happy to talk about it. If you don't,
mental health day. I mean,
if you want us to not discuss it and not acknowledge it again after you said it, that's fine too. It's your thing. So
Until then, what would you guys do if y'all found out y'all had 3 months to live?
Ooh.
I'm
What would
gonna
you do
keep,
the last 3
I ain't
months?
gonna get shut down, so I'm gonna just keep this quiet.
Yeah, I'm out this one too.
Yep.
Damn.
We just go
Crazy ones, huh?
You say anything and that's
Yeah.
premeditated.
Like, hold on. Are we talking about like the end of Fight Club? Like that kind of?
No, like you got terminal cancer or whatever.
No, I know, but like, would you? Is the reason you don't want to discuss it is because it's more?
They're
like-
saying they would murder somebody, Dino. That's what
Oh.
they're saying.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, that's fair.
premeditated. You didn't catch that?
Yeah,
They
we'll go-
don't
yeah.
have premeditated in
I did
Canada.
not say any of the so fact, nor did I imply any of the so fact.
Put up allegedly.
Yeah. I'll
What?
put it up.
Okay, but what does it matter
Allegedly. We're
if
good.
you if you got
What
3
does
months
it
to
matter
live?
if I stay out of this conversation?
I'm just saying for hypothetical reasons. If you got
Nope,
3 months to
there ain't no
live, that's not even long enough to go to trial, buddy.
Nope.
I don't know that I'd murder. It feels like a waste.
Oh, I'm doing a lot of illegal shit. Nah,
Yeah. I definitely do it illegal.
I ain't doing a goddamn thing. I'm sitting there and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna just die.
I
Right.
feel like they could go both ways. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, I
I'm
don't want.
going both ways. I don't give a fuck if I only got 3 weeks
Okay,
to live.
What are some of the wholesome shit you would do? How about that? Damn. What's the more like? What are some things on your bucket list that you think you can achieve?
an Amish
Jesus.
girl?
Fucking all right. We went back around on that one. Okay.
I would go on I would go with skydiving. 100%.
Skydiving.
Okay.
Skydiving's scary. Fuck that.
So they have an indoor skydiving thing up here.
That's
Right.
gay. That's
can't-
gay.
No, that's fun, but I'd much rather do.
No.
Yeah. But I would want to try the indoor skydiving just to kind of
Right.
test it out. Because I feel
Mhm.
like you only get one test shot from the sky.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Right.
Can you imagine if Dino in his prime weight went and tried that shit and they turned the fans on and it only went like 5 foot up in the air? He's like,
Like,
People
I
are
would.
up in the air around him.
Yeah.
You know why? This isn't a scenario where you have 3 months to live anyway. Who cares?
Well, no. This
Your
is
shit
why.
doesn't
This
work.
is why. A comedian friend of mine, the same person who I went on the camping trip with, he fucking found out, he got heartbroken over a chick and he pretty much set out to kill himself by drinking. He became a raging alcoholic. And, and now, and he did the skydiving. He actually did a comedy bit from the sky, like from his parachute. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I thought it was bullshit until I seen the videos. Like, I seen his fucking videos. He did do that shit. But now the chick came back and he's fighting for his fucking life. Everything, like, now that he's actually on vacation right now, and I hope he ain't listening. But he's supposed to be asking him to marry or her to marry. That they.
Oh, you dickhead! You shouldn't have said that.
Wait. So he got his heart broken, tried to kill himself, and then now he's back with that
Found out
girl?
that he pretty much succeeded slowly. You know, he only had so much time. That motherfucker was on his deathbed. Like, I was gonna go out to Pittsburgh to go visit him. Like, but then all of a sudden, you know, the chick came back into the picture. Now he's doing everything in his mama to fucking bring himself back.
She
So, I mean,
came back for his insurance money, though. Does he not know that?
I'm not saying
I don't
that.
know. I don't know.
That's
I
clearly.
know.
Oh, he's gonna die. Let me get back in there real quick. Just that's come on. That's a hey. He better be getting his wiener touched a lot because she's like, what? I gotta do like 7 more times and then I get insurance money. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I mean, I think what didn't Louis C.K. put out like a kind of a formula like for that, especially like somewhere around like for dudes like I think he was like 48, 50 when he said it. You know, he just needs, you know, two 30-year-olds to get him to his 60s, you know, a 40-year-old to get him through his from 60 to 70, and after 70, 18 years old. Blow me till I'm dead and keep the rest.
I mean, that logic's sound. That's fair. I mean, you know, he's not wrong. Also,
Camaraderie.
this is one of your tweets. You ever tell your therapist something so fucked up that the only thing she can do is give you head? I have. That's not
Well,
good
that
therapy.
sounds like a fucking good appointment right there. Money well spent.
Right.
Especially if it was on the government's bill. If you have a fucking insurance card, care source, shit.
I mean, that was dark, Marco. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've only had therapy from dudes, so definitely no to Nick Gorbachev. In the last if I had 3 months
That's who
to
you're
go,
supposed to get therapy from, if I'm honest. No woman's giving you sound advice.
no.
The best thing she can do is give you head at that point. I'm sad. I don't know how to help you. I've never had a real problem. Men solve all my problems.
Oh my god.
I mean, also
Point me
Ray,
in the right direction, man.
Hey, Ray DeVito, that top tier piece of shit, is in our comments trying to promote that he's going to be in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Fuck. Who is, I mean, I still have no idea who the fuck
It's not
that dude
real.
is.
It's not a real guy. I put that together. It's somebody pretending to be him. So before we all jump his ass when we see him and catch a charge each,
I did
it's not
nothing.
real.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm laying in my bed and dying. I'm laying in my bed and dying.
Okay, so hold on. If you knew 100% that you were done, right?
Is it ever 100%?
I think
There's always some cunt doctor trying to bring you back.
yeah.
I think what he's saying is like Jesus came and told you, look, you got 3 weeks.
I don't know, but
I wouldn't trust him either. I'd be like, you came back
Yeah,
like twice.
yeah.
Now.
Shenanigans. You gave up your
Right.
weekend for our sins. That doesn't
Right.
count. Yeah. It's all
You
right.
spent a weekend in heaven, from what I understand.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like that bad.
It's been a
You-
weekend in hell too, and I think that was like Mardi Gras.
Right.
Yeah.
He went to Mardi Gras and then he had to go spend a weekend in church.
Teddy's out.
I mean, yeah. It's basically what happened. No, but that's like if it's 3 months, like I feel like I would rather want to go on my own terms, but at the same time, I don't know that like I couldn't off myself, but I could probably like drive off a cliff or some shit.
Okay, Thelma and Louise.
I don't know. Paterno, is Marco gay? I mean,
Depends
Not
on
really.
the price. Depends
Yeah.
on the price.
$20 is $20, right? So it's fine.
Not in this
do you-
economy.
Do you know anyone that made it out of life alive?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
I
plenty
mean-
of people who died and they brought back to life.
I'm technically like 1,000 years old, so kind of,
Technically.
but not really. Yeah.
What's the technically part? 1200?
Oh no, like technically
Dog
because
years.
I was so fat, gravity affected me like reverse dog years. So it's like now that I'm thinner, I've slowed down the aging process, but everything's still broken. So you know,
It's like an old Sharpay.
Yeah, basically. Holy shit. Nick just said he's retiring in 3 weeks. I've had enough. You have, like, let's be honest, you fought the fine fight, Nick. What are your plans for retirement? That's another thing. Can you retire? Now, and I'm not talking monetarily, I'm saying like mentally. I feel just as somebody who has counseled people through that process, it is extremely difficult to stop working and have nothing to do.
That dude's probably like, I got 3 different bags of drugs sitting in my fridge just waiting.
Oh yeah. I feel like that's fair. My last
Mr. Mackey in South Park, who stopped being the counselor and started doing all the drugs.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
My last school year after 41 years. Yeah, bro. You've earned retirement. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, yeah. Hey, let them have it. Just after all is said and done, like 41 years, the shit that you've seen, I've never even smoked pot. My wife won't let me. I mean, simple solution.
Now's the time. Now
Get a
is
new
the
wife.
time.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
not like,
your wife's
not like
gonna
you're looking,
divorce you because you smoke a joint? Jesus Christ.
not like you're looking for a job or anything.
Hey, now we're talking.
You know, if I was a teacher for that long, I'd fucking move to like Florida, like the old folks Florida.
Being
Like,
a teacher,
I
that
don't want
long,
to
I'm
see
surprised
nobody
that you-
fucking younger than fucking 60 years old for the rest of my days. No
Yeah.
more kids, no more teenagers, none of that shit.
I'm surprised.
Well, like I'm lucky that I have this face, so young people don't approach me. But every once in a while they do, and I'm just like, I don't even understand the words you're saying.
I
But
think I want more kids. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God. What were you saying, Greg?
I don't fucking remember.
my injuries made me think, yeah, that's a fair thing. I'm Gorbacheving my career. Yeah, that's fine.
Damn.
That's
Don't,
yeah.
That's
hey,
hard.
don't make him a verb.
Oh,
That's fucked up.
there.
Right in front of him too. That's
Oh.
jacked, bro.
I mean, 3 weeks, 3 months, it's the same thing.
At that
Same.
point, you know, when you're looking, when you're
Same.
skipping that rock across the fucking pond.
Well, here's a question, Nick. So after 41 years of being tight laced and
Fuck, you're old.
doing a job, what are you gonna do as on your last day? Is there anything like? Are you pulling the fire alarm just to fuck with kids? Like, are you gonna punch somebody in the face? Like, what are you doing? What are you gonna do that isn't going to risk your pension, but also you can only do it your last day? Like,
Don't say anything intimidating, though.
yeah, I know. We don't want. We want the surprise, and we'll
Right.
love pictures.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, Nick Tucker, I'm drunk. I mean, I feel like that's the root of your issues, Mr. Gorbachev. But hey, take down that wall. Oh, whatever.
Fuck.
It's not a wall, it's a bag. And he's halfway in.
Is you're too young to understand that joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
My two geriatrics down there, we're all
I
it
know,
was funny,
it went
man.
over my head angle.
Yeah, everything goes over your head because you were homeschooled. You fucking retard.
everything
It's
for the younger
pronounced
generation.
skull, and it
say
goes in your
wall.
mouth.
Yeah, fucking, for this younger generation, you say wall, and they're like, "Fuck Trump."
Which is, hey,
I'm not gonna lie. When he said wall, my brain did go to Trump.
I
Not
knew
fuck
it.
Trump, but it did go.
I knew
I'm
it.
like, what's
That's
this
what
got to
I'm
do with
saying.
politics, sir?
So for people who have some, you know, history behind them, you know, there was a wall in fucking Russia that, you know, we
in
fought
Berlin.
Yeah, it's in Berlin, right?
in
Yeah.
Berlin
Well,
Wall.
one
yeah.
side was fucking Russia and one side was Germany, and they wanted
Yeah.
to be one unified fucking peoples. So, you know, Reagan was like, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall," and
That's
they
right.
did.
And they did.
And I
His name was
remember, it was all
Gorbachev?
fucking, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. That is such a meta joke.
Jesus, bro.
Bravo.
Oh
Bravo,
my
Dina.
God.
This whole
Really,
time,
truly.
this whole time, did you not know who Gorbachev was?
No.
Holy shit,
The
Cole.
fuck do I care about
Again,
German
This
history?
is why they're tearing apart the educational
As
system.
far as I'm concerned, history ended in Germany in 1945. Okay, I don't care about anything afterwards. The interesting part was from 38 to 45.
They
After
might be
that,
having some interesting
the-
times
the
soon, my
loser-
friend.
When you lose, you don't get any more history. I don't care.
Oh,
There you go. Hey, Greg, what kind of bumper fluid do you recommend for my 96 Impreza?
I suggest you don't work on your own car.
Paterno,
I
I
saw a
got
video-
you.
I
Okay,
saw
for a cheap price, hourly price, I'll come work on your bumper
Yeah.
fluid.
Yeah. Hey, I saw a video of a lady who's like, I've been asking my husband to refill my oil, to check my oil on my car, and I got so pissed off, I just did it myself. I put olive oil, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, oh, that's why men
It's
kill
gonna
women.
smell
right
like
there.
pasta when it blows up.
Those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. I mean, Germany's out there repeating a little bit of history right now. It's very exciting. But
Are they
yeah,
really?
yeah, things are
well-
things are getting weird in Europe.
They're gonna invade Poland, is what you're telling me?
No, they're just gonna conquer France. They just have to blink, and France is like, we surrender
I
because it's
don't
France.
know, man. France is all Muslims now, and those motherfuckers know how to fight. Like,
No,
they
they
might
don't.
put up a real fight for once.
They have numbers, and Germany also has
Bro,
the numbers. They
You
are
are
number
willing to
three.
walk into a building and
And
blow
also,
yourself up?
Germany holds the American nukes over there.
Do they
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Because they were just arguing with amongst each other with the EU and all that shit because they wanted to move France's nukes over to Germany, and they needed the Americans to move the nukes out of there.
Hey.
Okay, we're gonna put our
Germany needed
nukes
to shut
near.
the fuck up and let the French do their thing, and then start shit when they ain't got no more nukes over there.
Hey,
Hey,
you guys. Hey, I know you guys started both world wars, but here, can you hold on to my nukes? Thanks.
oh no, they're
What the fuck?
hey, it's an American military base that's in Germany. It's not. There's a lot of Americans stationed in Germany for those bases.
Mm-hmm.
When
Well,
it comes down to it,
Why
if,
do you hate modern
if-
German?
Because
if
they're
one of
gay.
these countries want to go into lockdown and say this is our shit, I mean, it's just like Taiwan. You know, we got a base on Taiwan, and we got a lot of interest in Taiwan. But if it really gets invaded, the best thing we could do, the best outcome for the U.S. is to destroy it before the Chinese take it over.
Yeah.
It was already talked about in fucking Senate hearings, and that's why the Taiwanese people were having a fit. Because, you know, the president was like, and even fucking Dirty Joe was talking about it. You
Yeah.
know, that he was the one who brought it up. I mean, if the Chinese actually go after Taiwan, we can't fucking defend it.
No.
I mean, if we do, then we start what? World War III.
And 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you know
like
that China got a lot of backers.
Oh yeah. Norm Macdonald's joke about Germany is great. Probably he's Norm Macdonald. Everything does great.
He was he's dead now, but he was the voice of Pigeon and the Tyson fucking cartoon.
Yeah, which is
Fucking
hilarious.
love that. Pigeon was the shit.
There. No, my family is actually very straight. I mean,
But aren't they over here? Yeah,
Touche.
on this side of the hemisphere. Like the whole
What-
Germany
same-
has
that's the same.
lost all testosterone. Okay, now, I'm not advocating for what they did, but like those were some beefed up motherfuckers, and then the whole world was like, "We're cutting your dick off, bro. We're cutting your dick off. You started 2 world wars. You're done. All right."
Yes.
You, Nick.
They started sending a bunch of liberals over there, and it just
Yeah.
went to shit.
now they are very welcoming to all the people. They are welcome to the Germany. Come and spend some time.
Did they always sound that way, or do they just
Always.
sound gay now? Like because that is a gay, like the German language just sounds like gay English. It really does.
So
See, when the
interestingly enough-
women speak it, it sounds manly. But when the men speak it, it sounds gay.
well, yeah, any guy who goes
Wiener
yeah,
Schnitzel.
yeah.
The fuck
Whereas a
did she
woman
say?
who says Wiener Schnitzel, you're like, no, my Schnitzel. Don't touch my
Every
wiener.
woman in Germany looks like they could give a great hand job. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, but it's like
The Nazis
CrossFit.
from Germany look like they have hands of a roofer.
Yeah, gets all the nooks and crannies.
I used to roof, but I tell you what, I was giving myself great hand jobs that summer.
It was the calluses.
I was beating it, bro.
Felt like a stranger.
Oh, no feeling for the first inch. Yeah, that's fine. That's accurate. Well, this has been a prime example of what camaraderie is, everyone. If you can figure out a definition, good for you.
We're in the
From this show?
trenches.
No.
I mean, we are not in the trenches.
Dino is
So,
in the streets, though. Dino is in the streets.
I am in the streets. That's like, yeah. Otherwise, yeah.
He outside.
I'm taking it
But
to the
it's
streets,
warm.
everyone, as one does.
It's pronounced skull. And you put it in your mouth.
Sunday we are having. Do you know what are we cooking on Saturday? Is
I
gonna
am
be
going to grill bacon wrapped jalapenos.
bacon wrapped jalapenos. Sunday we have Lord of the Wings, which is this magical advertisement there.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch these two fuck their faces up with some hot wings.
I'll make you a medium sauce since you're a pussy.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna just watch you guys, fuck off and get high.
Yeah, sure.
Ray will probably eat some wings, but
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
You don't want no wings? I'll make you a barbecue wing. How about that?
Don't worry.
There you
it'll
go.
be fine.
Nice little barbecue sauce.
Prost, Cole. There, which means cheers. FYI, that's German. All right, everyone. Well, this has been that. Tune in. Make sure you like and subscribe to all the channels. We are going live on Saturday and on Sunday, and many times after that
And
because
Monday
we're
as
doing
well.
some stuff.
Oh, nice.
Monday as well, Tuesday, Wednesday again. We're probably going to be doing a bunch of stuff during the day as well. So make sure you turn into the channels, everyone, because we are doing a bunch of stuff, and we'll be
shit.
all together. Yeah,
When do you leave, Dino, next week? Thursday?
I leave. I come back Thursday. Yeah.
So shit, we could do What the Fuck Wednesday
Yeah.
in-house. Huh, Greg?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
convince. I was trying to convince Greg to make us some food. That way we could do some extra content. And instead, he decided to make food yesterday and then send me videos of every fucking thing. Also, a 7-minute fight with a roll of aluminum foil.
oh, dude, it was fucking
Not on camera,
hilarious.
only audio. Some of the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
dude, that's that. Like, it had to be like 12 videos, something like that, dude.
Yeah.
It was a shit ton of them.
And each one would, like, the funny thing is, it started off absolute vulgar. And then it kind of peaked around the aluminum roll. And then everything was very nice because it was all talking about meat and everything like that. But that him versus the aluminum roll, top tier 7 minutes entertainment. And you have a great weekend too. We will see each other all soon. So show Greg what we made braised ox. Oh, I'm gonna load that up too. Don't worry, I'm gonna show him in person. Yeah, we did oxtail and
nachos.
and then
I didn't even read nachos.
and then well, yeah.
All the parts of an ox that I would eat, it wouldn't be the fucking tail.
We know
Bro,
it would be the dick, Marco.
okay,
We know that
You
about
sent
you.
this video of some guy eating like barbecued dicks, so you don't get an opinion in that.
I don't want the ox tail. I want the front tail.
Mm.
If you got a fucking ox, you're gonna eat
I
the
want
ribs.
the boneless tail, sir.
That's
Right,
not
okay.
an udder, Marco.
Does produce milk. Anyways, have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you guys soon.
That's tall.
Bye.